Okay, I think I've got it set up. Let's give it a shot. I've got my notes here somewhere. Yeah, here we go. So, I wanted to share some tips with you that I've learned over the last 3 to 4 years I've been living in Thailand. And tips I've learned from other people, other YouTubers, local expats, friends, family, and foe. So a combination. It's not too many. It's 15 or 16 things that I think are very important. Will assist you when you arrive here to have a better time. And yeah, let's get started. So the first one's going to be transportation. With apps, you can pretty much travel alone. I mean, in the Western world, we got Uber. Here in Thailand, they have an app called Bolt, B-O-L-T. And it's most of the times less expensive than a regular taxi. They operate just like Uber. So if you're familiar with Uber, it's just a Thai version of Uber. It's Bolt. And cost range for me, usually between $1 to $3, depending on where I'm going. Now, no, that's usually local around Pattaya, anywhere that I want to go. It's no more than $3 one way. And then the next thing is going to be, taxis are going to be a little bit expensive, especially if you're visiting short term. You can negotiate with them, but who wants all the hassle? I mean, Bolt gives you a fixed price, and that's the price. You like it, you take it. You don't, you wait. I mean, of course, they're subject to the same thing with the surge times. When they're very busy, prices will go up a little bit, and sometimes ridiculously up. But you just wait it out a few minutes, and it'll come back down to normal, realizing nobody's biting. Okay, next, the less expensive version of a Bolt is more like public transportation, semi-public transportation. It's called the Bot Bus. And they have routes all over Thailand. Excuse me. And they'll go to all the major malls and beaches and tourist attractions, adult entertainment areas, and it costs you 10 baht one way, and they'll usually make a big circle. That's the route. And if you want to do another route, you transfer, and it's 10 baht again, and it's 10 baht back. So you can pretty much go anywhere in town for 10 baht, and then come back for 10 baht if you're only doing one route. And there's several routes, and you can look up, the map area maps, Bot Bus maps, and they'll show you where they're going. Okay, let's see. Where we at? Oh, I'm sorry. My name's John. I've been living in Thailand for the last, I've already said this, but I'll say it again, 3 to 4, going on 4 years actually. And love it here. I split my time between Thailand and Mexico. Love Mexico as well. Anyway, Thailand now. Or right now in Vegas, I had to stop in between trips back to Thailand. I did some medical while I was here in Vegas, and now that's all completed. I'm on my way back to Thailand in a couple days. Hopefully arrive on the 12th of September. Okay, food costs. I think food costs can be very expensive for you depending on your taste, or it can be very reasonable and still have great taste. If you're stuck on Western food, like all the chains, Burger King, McDonald's, KFC, Taco Bell, Domino's, I mean, they're all here and more, and you'll find it, and you'll pay a pretty penny for that. Probably comparable to the U.S. prices, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, but right around the same prices if you're in the U.S. buying those. The best food, well, depending on how you feel, I think the best food for me is Thai food. Thai food is excellent here. Oh, I mean, stupid to say that. I mean, Thai food is a far better option for me than the fast food restaurants. It's healthier, I think, and it's a huge variety. I stay away from real spicy food, but anything can be had at the market. So if I go to the market and I buy some fruits, head over to the market, I buy some chicken and rice and pork and rice, whatever I want. I'm not spending more than $3 for a meal. If I buy fruit, I can spend anywhere from $1 or 50 cents up to $3 on some fruits for the next few days or a week, depending on how ripe they are. So those are the better options, I think. And you can find those reasonable food markets all over the place in Pattaya and Thailand. Let's see what else. So when you come here to Thailand, a lot of us in the Western world, we're used to using the ATM cards and credit cards and all that. And a lot of places in Pattaya even, Bangkok might be a little different. They won't accept credit cards. 7-Eleven, you have to have a maximum, like I think 12 bucks in 7-Eleven to use a credit card or debit card. Not debit card, credit card. And a Western debit card, same, I think it's 10 bucks, 10, 12 bucks. But if you get cash, then it's easier. So get some cash, and you can go through the ATM and get a cash, but you're going to be charged a fee. So what I would recommend is getting a Charles. If you're going to travel for a length of time, have a card that reimburses you for the fees, which like Charles Schwab does. If you open a little checking account before you travel, get the card. You use US dollars. You put it in the ATM here. They'll give you the price that the ATM wants to give you, and if you accept that price, they'll say, "Is this exchange rate good?" And if you say yes, they're going to give you that exchange rate. If you say no, then you're going to get a different exchange rate from Charles Schwab. And most of the time, it's better. I mean, we're not hugging a big extravagant difference, but it's still a savings. And then you're going to get the reimbursement on the ATM fee. All right. So, yeah, and it can be expensive. I mean, they can charge you 200 baht, a $6 transfer ATM fee up to, and then your bank's probably going to hit you up for $2 or $3 too. So make sure you have one of those cards that no fees or fee reimbursed or something like that for ATM. So if you do an Airbnb, so if you rent an Airbnb, and now I've seen this more, even in Mexico now, never used to be like that, but in Thailand it's pretty common that you're going to leave a deposit, and out of that deposit, once you leave, they're going to give you the bill, and you're going to say, here, we charge so much for electricity for the month, here's the remainder of your deposit. And electricity is pretty cheap in Thailand, so it's not going to be, even if you run the AC 24/7, in a little one-bedroom or studio condo, yeah, it's not going to be too much. It'll be under $100 for sure. Maybe, I don't know. It just depends. But I've never had any exorbitant or huge electric bills. They've usually been, 10, 20, 30 bucks, depending on for the month, depending on how much I use the AC. Sometimes 500 baht, so it's not that bad. And I think that, 500 baht. Up no more than 1,000 baht, which is like 30. I can't really say that because it could be more than 1,000. I've heard of people. But if you're reasonable, you go out during the day, you come back, you turn on your AC, and you run it. I mean, it's not going to be that shocking unless they're ripping you off, I guess. Okay, back to normal. Hey, another good thing to have is a language translator app, or even better than that, learn a few phrases in Thai before you arrive. Learn how to say hello, good morning, what's going on, how are you, something like that. Learn how to say thank you, excuse me, and just be respectful. I mean, Thai people are cool. Big on not losing face, so don't cause any big scenes. Don't argue with people, in the middle of the street and stuff. They frown upon that. And whatever you do, don't get into a physical altercation. You're not going to win that one. Even if you're in the right, you're not going to win it. But there's no really being in the right. I mean, just avoid it. Don't get involved in that. I mean, it's not worth it. All right. Let's see. The other thing that can help you with if you're here for any long term is make friends. Like my landlord, he speaks English. His daughter speaks English. I have friends that are married to Thai women or date Thai women that are English speaking, a little bit of English. So I can call them up. Hey, can you have my lady's name Kai? I say, hey Kai, can you talk to I call Kai if I'm not getting through and we're just not communicating well, even with the Google Translate and the little Thai that I know. Then I call my girl, and she's put her on FaceTime, and I say, hey, can you help me out here? Blah blah blah. It's not. Luckily, it only happens once every blue moon. But yeah, she'll do that, and they're very grateful. I mean, the Thai people are very friendly with each other and they'll help each other out, which is cool. So that's one option there. And let's see, dating in Thailand. Oh my God, dating in Thailand. Okay, that's a. How can you explain that? There's dating, and then there's dating, and then there's dating. So, you want a regular date, like Western dating standards, where you meet a girl, you have an interest in her, and you want to take her out to dinner. That happens, yeah. Then there's the adult version, or the adult entertainment version, where you date a girl for the evening, or the day, or the week, or a couple days, or whatever you want to do, and that costs you some money. And then there's the one that's in between. They have the girl that owns a business or works a regular job and also does the other type of dating in the evening. Timeshare style. Yeah. So those are the options. It's possible to find a companion that's respectful and loving and caring, and you guys make a plan together. Thankfully, I have that, and yeah, it's possible. Okay, next. If that's what you want, you know, if you're just coming here to have fun, just enjoy. So going out, nightlife costs. Going out, night club. Let's see. Thailand is inexpensive compared to the West. Now, when you go out into these nightclubs, depending on the type of nightclub you go. If you go to just a little local bar, I mean, it's reasonable. You can have beers there all night, no cost, maybe $8, $7, $10, whatever. If you go to the next level, like one of those soy 6 bars, the cost is going to increase a little bit, but still not unreasonable. You buy a couple lady drinks, that's $3, $4, and then you buy yourself a drink, it's $3, $4, and depending on how many you buy throughout the night, it's not unreasonable. Now, when you get into the go-go's and the nightclubs, that's where the expense can really double, triple, and quadruple, depending on what you're doing in there. So I'll leave it at that. Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Budget. Always good to stick to a budget if you need to or if you want to. I mean, I stick to a budget. My budget is about. I try to stay under $2,000 a month. Living expenses, entertainment, everything in one. Sometimes I go over a little bit if I'm traveling, and if I'm not, I'll go under a little bit, which is fine. And then the next month I have a little extra. That's put toward whatever I need. So yeah, I know people that live here on probably $800, $700 a month. They're living in a Thai style place, and I know people that live here for every number in between, 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, and over 2,000. And so it just depends what you want. Yeah, budget, it can be what you want. Now, your lifestyle, if you're someone who likes to party and hang out with the bar girls and eat Western food, and you're going to need more than $2,000 a month. But if you're more content with a kind of a laid-back, chill life, go out once in a while, out to eat every day if you want. But if you, go out like bars and drinks and girls, then yeah, $2,000 will cover that. Yeah, make a budget, because it's easy to, you don't realize how fast the money can go here if you're not careful. Anyway, okay, I guess that's with anyway. Okay, we've already kind of touched on this, saving on ATMs. I would suggest getting a bank account or checking account that you can use for travel that doesn't charge. It reimburses you for ATM fees worldwide, and use that whenever you travel. I use Charles Schwab checking account, and I use that. And now that I'm retired here, I also have a Thai bank account, and it makes things a lot easier. That's for sure. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, loneliness. Embrace the loneliness. I enjoy the solitude. I go out, but I don't mind being alone either. And so I'm cool. There's some people that got to be with people all the time. And there's some people can be with people sometime and not be with people other times. And that's kind of me. I'm content going to the gym. I've got a nice membership at a gym, beautiful gym, and small studio that is enough for me, and then I have another place in Palma. So yeah, and I travel between both places. Once I get tired of Pattaya, I fly into Phuket, drive about an hour and a half, and Phang Nga, and it's rural, it's beautiful, it's wide open spaces, all Thai, cool. And there's a small old town nearby that just has a KFC and everything else you want. Yeah, okay. So dealing with loneliness, I mean, you can make friends. There's like-minded people that are doing the same thing you are, traveling solo, experience the expat lifestyle, and settling in and really absorbing the culture and being respectful. And I've been lucky that I only have those kind of people in my life now, which is good. And any of those negative kind of people that don't respect the culture or the people or each other, I have no time for that. So I don't want to be associated with that type of person, because it makes you, even by association, you are that type, or even though you're not. So people will see that you are the same. So I stay away, steer clear of those folks. 7-Elevens. Oh my goodness, 7-Elevens are lifesavers in Thailand, because they have everything you need in the 7. Just buy the tourist visa SIM card. It's either going to be 20 days or 30 days or 15 days. I would get the 30-day one, just in case you want to stay a little longer. It's probably going to be 500 baht, 10, 12 bucks. Maybe a little more. Don't sweat it. It's not a big deal. And then they'll give you a phone number, Thai number, and you can renew it every 15, 20, or 30 days. I've had one for as long as I've been here, and I renew it every month, and it's around 10 bucks, 369, 350 baht. It includes unlimited Wi-Fi, hotspot, all that stuff, 5G. It's fantastic. And they send you a little message, hey, your bill's coming due. Pay it, top it up at the 7-Eleven, pay it online, however you like. It's very convenient. So get that, definitely. So make sure you keep all your documents in order. Passport, visas, medical insurance, all that stuff needs to be really in order there. You don't want to lose your passport. I mean, it's a nightmare, really. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you have to do. I think, I don't even want to talk about it. Just don't lose your passport. Make a copy of your passport. Keep it with you if you lock up your passport inside the hotel room or Airbnb or your condo or apartment or house, whatever you're staying at, depending on your length of stay. Just make a copy of your documents, fold those up, put them in a little waterproof Ziploc baggie, sign up, and I have a chest pack, that small one that I travel with, and I keep all my documents there and important papers, and then yeah, I know they're right there. They're not in my pocket, in my backpack, or anything like that. So it gets you. Some people travel with a little, like a little satchel kind of cross shoulder thing. Those are cool too, and you'll find those all over Thailand for really good prices. But yeah, get one before you leave online somewhere, and do that. Okay. Next, the second thing is, if you're not retired or on a pension or anything like that, then you're going to need some income if you're staying here long term. The good thing I've touched on in the past is they do now have a digital nomad visa. It's still in the works, it's almost completed. I think you're going to have a minimum income of about $2,000 a month, maybe a little less, a little more, just depends on how they work it out. And that's still in the process. It should be completed here very shortly, and I'll have more information out on that. But if you're under 50, education visa is by far the best. I mean, it's a year-long visa. If you want to stay a year and you have some income, then yeah, education visa. You can learn a language, you can learn Muay Thai, you can learn self-defense, you can learn, there's several classes. You can cooking, pretty much a lot of options out there for education visa. I wouldn't recommend doing it on your own. Usually the school will handle the paperwork that you're going to, or the institution. And if not, there's visa agents that can hook you up fairly quickly with all that. So, yeah, that's going to wrap it up for today. I have some links in the description box here for, it's a guide to living in Thailand. It's free. Visa guide for expats, more long-term living. And then Oh, Wise Money Transfer, that's an affiliate link. And we didn't really touch on it, but Wise Money Transfer is more if you're here long term. It's an app that you connect to your stateside bank, transfer money from your stateside bank to your Thai bank if you have a Thai bank. In bot, they give you the rate. It's easy. It's in seconds, 30 seconds, a minute. The money transferred and done, and it's a fair rate. It's not like the best rate, but it's a fair middleman rate, I would say. Yeah, and then medical insurance, if you're going to be in Thailand, I mean, depending on your medical history, some people choose to do that, some people self-insure. I get the monthly medical insurance in case something happens, but I'm a little bit older than most of the people coming to Thailand. But okay, guys, yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. I hope that you gained, I hope the tips were helpful. Please leave a comment if you need to know anything. Please leave a question in the comment section about anything that I can help you with. If I know the answer, I'll get it. If not, I'll find it. And if I know the answer, I'll give it to you. If not, I'll find out what it is and answer your quest. Yeah, any questions about moving here, living here, or whatever, let me know. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Sawasdee krap.